fuel gauge. Yes, it's disassembled because I've been trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with this damn thing. And you can see E is here and F is here. That means, oh gosh, I've got to push. That means fucking don't care. Right, now, you can see that the needle is all the way to the F. And if you recall from one of my latest videos, when I connected it, it started to move past the F. I couldn't understand why. I think I have found it. This plate on the back here has a movement on it. Let me see if I can show you. Now I can push it way over there. I'm not sure where that should be. Should that be set so that it doesn't move? I think that's the case. Or is this some kind of fine adjustment that I can make to get the gauge more accurate? Don't know. The only thing I can think is that I'm going to put this together now, and I'm going to move that little thing backwards and forwards until it's exactly on the E. Let's hope I'm right. There it is, set on the E. Next test is to put it in the car, turn the ignition on, and see where it goes to. I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, it says empty. Now, I've turned it on once and turned it off, and it's almost back to where it should be. Let's see what happens when we turn it on again. The gauge is now slowly rising. Half a tank. Just above half. And stopping between half and 3/4. I can live with that. That's a gauge that seems to be working. So, if any of you out there know more about these gauges than I do, which is not difficult, should those rivets have been tight on the back when it was set by Mr. Smith, so that it just sat there and was okay, and mine for some reason got pushed? I'm going to settle this. I'm going to glue that piece on the back where it should be, just in case. Bit of super glue. Fuel gauge is back together. Just got to put it in the car now and test it again. Let's get on with it. Okay, I have been removing the silly little nails that they use to fix the Furflex to this stuff. I don't know what to call it. Stuff. A couple of them, they was getting loose, so I put a couple of screws in. Also, this bit here, I was going to put a screw in there, but it would come straight through. So now my plan is just I'm going to put some glue in there and hold that, plus any other parts around the car where I think the glue would be betterer. That is what I shall do. Okay. Yeah, there's... Oh... What else have I got to do? Shit, I still got so much to do. Hang on a sec. Alright, I know I've probably mentioned this before, but I'm getting closer and closer to getting the interior, or at least starting on the interior. Although, hopefully the car will go away to the body shop. And then whilst it is away, I will be doing the interior. And by that, I mean I'll be doing the seats. That's probably not for a month or two yet. However, up here is where the current airflow shit goes, and I may remove that. I haven't decided yet, and fix the air conditioning unit there. I don't know if I can fit it in. That's the problem. I've got this gap here where I think it will fit. And that's where that box goes. There's a little box that sits under here. And then I've got the center console that comes up here. But I may have to shorten the center console because it may be too tall. I've got to offer up the AC and C, haha, and also make sure that I can still use this outer vent switch lever. Then I've got the repairs to do here on the transmission tunnel where I had to cut it to fit the transmission in. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Another one of my subscribers said he got one for a Mark II and he didn't have to do any of this. I don't know. However, I did, I've done it. So there you go. I'll continue from that. Also over here, if I can get it to focus in this area here, I will have to cut holes for the AC pipe and the AC wiring to come through. Not a big deal, just, you know, just another one of those lovely little jobs. Now, I could come through into the wheel arch or into this space here where the speaker is, which is in the wheel arch, and then bring it in, but I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'll bring it in roughly where that D shape is there, turn sideways D shape, and the carpet mounts. That is what I think I will be doing, just to make it easier. I see a hole up there that I may or may not fill, I don't know. Don't think it does anything, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Just one of the original rust holes. That's not the neatest corner, yeah, but I'll deal with that. What else have we got to do, Gary? Lots of shit. Yeah. Alright, I want to finish doing the steering column now. Put the cowl on. Let me get the top part of that cowl, maybe even the bottom part, and put it on and see how it looks, and also see if there's any way of me getting that modified so that it says choke. Okay, here is the steering column housing, and as I've mentioned, it's got the overdrive light in there, and I want that to say choke. I wonder what's involved. Way more than I can do. What does that remind me of there? Oh, that's War of the Worlds, isn't it, that? Diddly-doo, diddly-doo. Right, let's have a... every fucking time. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what's involved in this column. I'm getting that changed. And I want it done professionally, you know, I don't want to look crappy. You know, I could write something on a piece of paper and stick it in there. Oh. Sorry, you may not be getting a very good view of this, but it'll be worth it in the end. I'll try to make that noise again in a minute, because it gets impatient if I don't look at it. Didn't know it was a female, did you? Oh, that's heavily printed. That's a shame. I do not see any way I can change that. Oh well, never mind. I was hoping it was just like a thin sliding piece of plastic. It's not. It's quite a thick piece of plastic that is engraved. That really is a shame. I really was hoping I could just Nah. So even if I got a thin piece of plastic and put it over the top, it'll say choke. The light behind would come out with the word overdrive, unless it was a black piece of plastic with the word choke highlighted. Do you know anybody out there that does like screen printing on thin plastic that could do that? I mean, they could just put it on, you know, a 4-inch piece and have the word choke in the middle, as long as the writing is no more than, oh, what is that? Probably quarter of an inch high writing that says the word choke. Anybody out there in the screen printing business that could do that on a piece of plastic, black plastic, and just the word choke in clear? Let me know. Meanwhile, it'll have to say overdrive. Okay, that's it for this video. Ah, shit. Oh, and I got this, by the way, open here. Well, I guess I could do an unwrapping for you. This is for the brain cell. This is for the AC wiring, and also for the choke wiring. I got it from eBay, I think. No, it wasn't, it was Amazon. And it's half-inch stuff. That'll take 2 wires, that's all I need it to take. And it'll make it look a lot prettier than a lot of the other stuff I've got. Kind of a I don't know, carbon fibre braided tube. I've got 100 foot of it. Anybody need any? I ain't going to need 100 foot. I'm going to need a reasonable amount, but not 100 feet. Alright, now that really is everything here. Thanks for watching. Please do the old like, comment, subscribe. Tick the like button particularly. And we'll see you on the next one, folks. Get on my garage, go do some shit. Hello, my long-suffering subscribers. To all 2,240, I think now. Wow. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please do watch videos, give thumbs up. Really helps. Those of you that watched my last video, you'll see that I did a little thing on a Porsche 911, a nice bright yellow one, absolutely lovely. And a lot of you said I should have taken it for a drive. I took it around the block, but that was it. You know, it's someone else's car. I hadn't done anything that needed a test drive. I'd just done the AC. However, the owner has contacted me and said, "Hey, did you drive it?" And I said, I did take it around the block, but that was it. He said, "Oh, we're going to meet up sometime and you can take it for a proper drive." So I guess I'm going to get to have a little play with it, which will be nice. The other thing is, as you know, I've been stamping my feet and grizzling about the quality of S&G Barrett and the parts that they get. Well, maybe they have listened. They have actually given me a store credit after I sent a letter to my main contact, salesperson, and he took it further up the line and said, "Hey, look, you know, this isn't right. You know, this guy buys from us and he's had a lot of problems and, you know, we haven't done anything about it." So they've given me a store credit, and quite a substantial one, I must say. So, you know, hats off S&G. You came good in the end. Now get your products right, I would say. You know, and I shouldn't have had to stamp my feet and yell and scream and shout, but I did. And to all of my subscribers out there, I do a lot of yelling, screaming and shouting at companies, and quite often it works. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, and I will now. My local Ace Hardware, there was a particular person there, shall we say, and I was looking for some very, very small springs, and one of the guys said, "Oh yeah, you know, we've got those in our repair kits for," I can't remember what it was, repair kits for something. And he was willing to sell them to me. But this other person said, "Oh no, that's part of our kit, you can't have that." And I said, "All right, fine," you know, and obviously the guy that was trying to help me was most embarrassed. And so I wrote and complained. The owner of the store contacted me, apologised profusely about his staff, the rude one, said they'd had complaints before but nobody had ever actually put it in writing, which I did. And here's a $200 voucher to come and spend on anything I like. Now, that was nothing to be sneezed at. Managed to get myself $200 worth of batteries for various tools that I have. So sometimes it does good to jump up and down and complain. All right, now I've already told you once, get out in that garage, go do some shit. Thanks for watching.